Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Paul, I'm with the Dicey Review, and today we're going to be learning how to play the 3 to 9 player game Caution Signs, being released by Wise Wizard Games under their Wacky Wizard Games line. Caution Signs comes with all of the components that you see here, including 100 descriptor cards, 100 subject cards, 8 dry erase sketching boards, 8 dry erase markers, and a dry erase scoreboard. To begin setup, shuffle all of the descriptor cards that say Caution on the back and place them in a face-down deck in the middle of the table. Then do the same thing with the subject cards that say Signs on their back. Each player will then get a sketching board and a dry erase marker, and then you'll choose a first player. The game suggests the last person who saw a road sign will be the first guesser, and then the other players will be the sketchers. You can also decide this randomly. Then place the scoreboard in the middle of the table, and then fill in each player's name, starting with the person who's going to be the guesser and then proceeding clockwise. And then you'll decide how many rounds of the game you want to play. Each round will consist of each player having a turn as the guesser. After everyone has had a chance to be the guesser, the round would end. The game recommends 2 rounds for 3 to 5 players and 1 round for 6 or more players. In addition to this setup, you'll need to have someone who's fine with their phone being used as a timer, and after this is done, you're ready to play. During the round, each player's turn will follow the same steps. The scoreboard and the timer will be given to the player who's playing the guesser. Players will take turns being the guesser going in clockwise order. Each other player will be a sketcher, and each sketcher will be given 1 card each from the Caution and the Signs deck. These cards should be held in one hand by the guessers and shouldn't be shown to the other players. We've placed them face up here on the boards just as an example so you can see what type of words are created. Just so you can see what type of phrases are created. Each pair of cards will form some type of wacky phrase or hazard. During the round, once the timer starts, each player will have to try and draw with one hand the phrase that's on their 2 cards. So in this instance, this player would have to draw a picture of a cool wizard, what they would think that would look like. And in the same way, this player would have to draw a bloated chipmunk. Players can only draw pictures. Letters and numbers are not allowed to be drawn. And if a player uses letters or numbers by mistake, neither the sketcher or the guesser earns any points from that player's sketch. Once each player has their phrase in their hand and their marker ready to draw, the guesser will start the timer and yell go. Players will then have 20 seconds to draw their image as quickly as they can. As soon as the timer reaches 20 seconds, the guesser will stop the timer and yell stop, and the sketchers, who are hopefully better artists than I am, have to stop drawing immediately. Then each sketcher will place their drawing face up in the middle of the table. Their 2 cards will be placed face down, and then 2 cards from each of the appropriate stack will be added to these piles of cards. They'll be shuffled and then given to the guesser to look at. The guesser then reveals cards and tries to figure out which pair of cards fits each picture. They have to choose a pair for each picture of 1 descriptor card and 1 subject card. After they've decided, they'll place them next to each picture like this to make their guess. And some cards will be left over. After the guesser is finished guessing, they'll yell yield, and each sketcher will hold up 1 finger for each correct card next to their sketch. If a player is holding up 2 fingers, the sketcher would gain 3 points, and the guesser would gain 2. If a player is holding up 1 finger, the sketcher would gain 1 point, and the guesser wouldn't gain any. And if a player is holding up a closed fist, meaning that neither of the cards next to their sketch are right, no one gets any points for that. All of the cards used would go into a discard pile near their respective decks. Each player would take their board back, the scoreboard would be passed to the next player in clockwise order, and they would be the guesser. Players will continue to play until all of the agreed upon rounds are over. Whoever has the highest score would be the winner, and if there's a tie, the victory will be shared. All right, everybody, thanks so much for watching. That was our video. We hope that it was helpful and we hope that it was informative. If you still have any questions at all about how to play the game, please comment below or email me at thediceyreview@gmail.com, and I'll try to answer those questions for you if I can. And as always, if you enjoy the content that we're putting out, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell icon to be notified whenever we put out new content in the future. All right, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Until next time, I'll see you at the table. Done! Thank you so much for being quiet while I finished my video.
I know, you said...
I know, I like to... You want to know a secret?